5 friends. After a normal basketball game, they were supposed to go home. But that night, they made a turn that would become their last known decision. Their car was found near a forest, perfectly parked. No damage, no struggle. And the most shocking part, they had food. They had shelter. Yet months later, their bodies were found, frozen, starved, abandoned. This is the chilling mystery of the Yuba County 5 disappearance, 1978. And to this day, no one knows what really happened to them. February 24, 1978, California. 5 young men went to watch a basketball game. They loved basketball. In fact, they had their own games scheduled the very next day. They were excited. Everything about that night was normal. After the game, they grabbed snacks and started driving home. Simple plan. Straight route. No reason to go anywhere else. But they never made it back. Let me ask you, if you had an important game the next day, would you randomly drive into the mountains? Late at night, their car, a Mercury Montego, was last seen near a highway. Then suddenly, something changed. Instead of heading home, they drove deep into the mountains, into a remote forest area. Snow-covered roads, dangerous terrain, completely out of their way. And then, the car is found, abandoned, engine off, doors unlocked, no damage, gas still in the tank. The car was in perfect working condition, which raises a huge question. If the car was fine, why did they leave it? Search efforts begin. Days pass. Weeks pass. No sign of them. Then months later, June 1978, bodies start to be discovered. Deep inside the forest, near a trailer. And this is where the story gets even darker. Inside a trailer, one of the men, Ted Weiher, was found. Dead. Cause of death, starvation. But here's the twist. He was inside a shelter, and there was food available, enough to survive for weeks, even months. But he didn't eat it. Even more disturbing, Gary Mathias, the one with a history of schizophrenia, was never found. His body is still missing, but his shoes? Ted was wearing them, which means Gary had been there at some point, and then disappeared. The other bodies were found scattered in the forest. Frozen. They died from exposure. But again, food was nearby. Shelter was nearby. And still, they didn't survive. Let me ask you, if you had food and shelter, how do you still die of starvation? Now let's break down the evidence. Because everything looks normal, and at the same time, nothing makes sense. The car was in perfect condition. No signs of struggle. No evidence of foul play. Food was available, but untouched. Shelter was available, but barely used. And then there's something even stranger. A map was reportedly found, but some believe it may have been drawn or used upside down, as if someone was confused, disoriented, panicking. And one more shocking detail. $5,000 in cash was found intact. Nothing stolen. No robbery. So what was the motive? Let's pause and look at these disturbing facts. Gary may have slept on sofas, but still died of starvation. Food supplies were enough to survive. The map may have been used incorrectly. Cash was untouched. All of this points to one thing. Something was seriously wrong. Not just physically, but mentally. Now let's get into the biggest question: what actually happened? 1. Lost in the snow. The simplest explanation: they got lost. A snowstorm, freezing temperatures, panic. They left the car and wandered into the forest. But here's the problem. The car wasn't stuck. The road wasn't completely blocked. And they weren't familiar with that area. So why go there in the first place? Can getting lost alone explain this kind of behavior? 2. Schizophrenia episode. Gary Mathias had schizophrenia. Some believe he had an episode that night. He may have convinced the group they were in danger, led them into the forest, and caused them to act irrationally. This theory explains poor decisions, not using food, not properly using shelter. But there's still a major question. Why would the other 4 follow him without question? 3. Cover-up theory. This is the darkest theory. Some believe this wasn't an accident at all. Maybe they saw something they weren't supposed to see. Illegal activity, dangerous people, and they were forced into the forest. But the evidence? Very limited. Still, their behavior is so strange that people can't ignore this possibility. Was someone else out there with them that night? This case isn't just about disappearance. It's about behavior that doesn't make sense. Why leave a working car? Why not use available food? Where did Gary go? Why was the map possibly used incorrectly? And the biggest question of all, were they running from something? From 1978 to today, this case remains officially unsolved. 5 friends, 1 normal night, and then gone. Some bodies were found, some answers were uncovered, but the truth, still missing. So I'll leave you with this. If you were in their situation, would you have made the same choices? Or were those choices never really theirs to make? Drop your theory in the comments. And if you're into real unsolved mysteries that still don't have answers, make sure to subscribe. Because the next story might be even more disturbing. And remember, sometimes people don't just get lost. Sometimes something makes them disappear.